Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'd be fine. This is Think New Syllabus Mathematics Book 2. And today we are going to start exercise 5B of chapter number 5, number patterns. We have already covered some of the questions of exercise 5A. Now it's time to move towards exercise 5B, having number patterns in chemistry. Okay, so we'll try to figure them out and we will try to relate them in the real world context. So let's start with question number 1, which says the first four figures of a sequence are shown below. So you'll feel that there is something in common in all these intersections. So if we talk about the first figure, we have no intersection because there is a single circle out there. But if we talk about figure 2, you'll find that there would be one intersection that is highlighted with a red color, red arrow. Okay, intersection means the part that is in common in between the two circles. If we talk about this intersection, it means here I have a circle, and when I'll circle, make one more circle out there, so I'll have some part overlapping. This overlapping part is called intersection, okay, where the two circles meet. So if we talk about the second part, we will have only one intersection in this one. Then in pattern number 3, in figure number 3, we have two intersections. In figure number 4, we have three intersections and so on. So they are saying draw the next two figures of the sequence. Since we have to draw the next two figures, what are we going to do this time? We are going to draw 5 circles. Okay. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this is the fifth figure, and then we have in the sixth figure we will have 6 circles. So whatever is the pattern number, we will have that much number of circles out there. Okay, in the first figure we have only one circle, in the second we have 2 circles, in the third we have 3 circles, and so on. So in any of the nth term, in any of the nth pattern, we have n number of circles. This is what n means. So now in part 2, they are saying copy and complete the table. In figure number 1, now they are not talking about the circles anymore. They're just talking about the intersections. We have 0 intersection, no intersection. There was only one circle. In figure 2, we had only one intersection. In figure 3, we will have 2. In figure 4, we will have 3. In figure 5, we will have 4, and so on. So if I talk about the figure number n, that is any figure, what would be the number of intersections? It would be n minus 1. Because here we have, in the first one, we have 1 minus 0, 2 minus 1, sorry, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 5 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 7 minus 1, n minus 1. This is how we will drive the formulas. Okay, so the figure number is given and the number of intersections are also given. So we have to write the formula. We will find the pattern. We will find the relation between the two. Whatever is the figure number, we're simply subtracting it by 1 to find out the number of intersection it has. Okay, so now in part 3, they are saying find the value of n for which the circles in the figure have 28 intersection. They are saying that find the value of n. They are saying if you have n minus 1 equals to 28. You see, n represents the figure number. They are basically asking about the figure number and they're telling us the number of intersection. You see, these are the intersections and these are the figure numbers. These are the values of n and this is n minus 1. Okay, so if they're saying find the value of n for which the circles in the figure have 28 intersections. So what we have to do, we'll simply have to apply this formula. N minus 1 is equal to 28. If there are 28 circles, if there are 28 intersections, how many circles would be there? For this, we are going to write it as n is equals to 28 plus 1. We'll move this minus 1 to the other side. So it would be added to 28 and the answer would be 29. It means for n is equals to 29 that if there would be 29 circles, there would be one less, that is 28 intersections. So if you are provided with the number of circles, you can find the number of intersection by subtracting 1 from the number of circles. If you are provided with the number of intersections, then you'll have to add 1 into it to find the number of circles. Okay? The next question says the first 4 figures of a sequence are as shown. Figure number 1 has 4 triangles. Okay, so we can write the number of triangles over here. This is n. The number of figure is n, and the number of triangles are the formula. So in n is equals to 1, we have 4 triangles. N is equals to 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 triangles. In figure number 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So students, for this type of question, you should have good grip over the different types of numbers. So if you follow that, you will see that the number of triangles are basically perfect squares. 4 is the perfect square of 2, 9 is the perfect square of 3, 16 is the perfect square of 4. So the next perfect square would be 25. It means for fourth figure, there should be 25 number of triangles. And if you'll add them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You see, hence proved that all the numbers coming forward would have a perfect square and very next perfect square. So we can say that for n is equals to 1, the figure number 1, we have the perfect square of 2, right? Then figure number 2, we have perfect square of 3. In figure number 3, we have perfect square of 4. Right? In figure number 4, we have perfect square of 5. So if I make a connection over here, this is the first figure, second figure, third figure, fourth figure. Okay? So if you want to make a connection over here, whatever is the number of figure, what are we doing? We are adding 1 into it and then squaring it to find out the number of triangles. 1 plus 1 square is equals to 4. 2 plus 1 is equals to 3 square is equals to 9. 3 plus 1, third figure, number of triangles would be 3 plus 1 square, that is 16. Fourth figure, the number of triangles would be 4 plus 1 to the whole square, that is 25. You see? So now we have to solve the questions. Copy and complete the table. It says figure numbers are given and we have to find out the number of triangles. So in figure number 1, we have 4 triangles. In figure number 2, we have 9. In figure number 3, we will have 16, then 25, then 36, then 6 is 36, 7, 7 are 49. So for n, it would be n plus 1 to the whole square. That is, whatever figure is given, we will simply add 1 into it and then we will find the square of that sum to find out the number of triangles in that particular figure. That is what is happening over here. Now we have to find the number of small triangles in the 20th figure. They have provided us with n. Figure number is n. Okay. So what are they saying? They're saying find the number of small triangles. We have to find out the small number of triangles. For this, what are we going to do? We will write it as n plus 1 to the whole square is equals to 20 plus 1 to the whole square. So it would be 21 square. What is the square of 21? 21 multiplied by 21, which is 441. It means there will be 441 triangles in 21st, in 20th figure. Then comes find the value of n. Now using the same formula, we have to find the value of n for which the figure has 121 small triangles. In the previous one, part 2, we have to find out the number of triangles. But in part 3, we are provided with the number of triangles. Again, we are going to use the same formula. But this time we are going to use it like this. N plus 1 to the whole square is given as 121. Now we will solve it. So we will get n. Okay. Whenever we have a square and we have to remove that square, what do we need to do? we will simply find square root on both sides. And by taking square root, what will happen? This root will cut this square, and here it will be 121 square root. 121 is the square, perfect square of 11. Right? So we can write it as n plus 1 is equals to 11. And n would be 11 minus 1 is equals to 10. It means in the 10th figure, we will have 121 triangles. So using the same formula, we can find the figure number and number of triangles both. Okay, students? Now, in part 4, they're saying, will there be a figure in the sequence that has 2,400 small triangles? Now, again, they are providing us with a number of triangles. So we will keep it against n plus 1 to the whole square is equals to 2,400. If n would be a whole number, then this is possible. And if n comes in decimal or fraction, then this won't be possible. So let's check it out. Taking square root on both sides. It would be like n plus 1 to the whole square is equals to 2,400. So if we'll take a square root over here, it gives us n plus 1 is equals to 2,400. So if we want to check it out, students, 2,400 is not a perfect square. You see? Square root of 2,400 is 48.9. So instead of solving it forward, we will simply write since 2,400 is not a perfect square, hence it's not possible to have 2,400 triangles in any of these figures. This is how we have to solve this question, students. Okay? Let's talk about question number 3, in which we are provided with the pattern having 3 triangles. In the first one, where one of the triangle is shaded and the other 2 are not. Similarly, in pattern number 2, 2 triangles are shaded and 3 are not. Then in third pattern, 3 triangles are shaded and 4 are not. So if we notice, we will find that in pattern number 1, we have 1 triangle, pattern number 2, 2 triangle, third, 3 triangles, and so on. So whatever is the number of pattern, there will be the same number of shaded triangles. And we talk about the unshaded ones, so they are one more than the shaded ones. Okay. If there is 1 shaded triangle, there would be 2 unshaded. If there are 2 shaded triangle, there would be 2 plus 1, 3 unshaded. If 3 shaded, then 4 unshaded. 4 shaded, 5 unshaded. So whatever is the pattern number, we have to find out the number of purple tiles, that is the shaded one. It is the same number of tiles which pattern we are talking about. Okay. So you can see that whatever pattern number is, the number of purple tiles is the same. 1 is to 1, 2 is to 2, 3 is to 3, 4 is to 4, 5 is to 5. So what about the number of white tiles? It would be 1 more. So if there are 2 purple tiles, there would be 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6 white tiles. Then we have to add the total number of tiles. For this, we'll simply add purple and white tiles, which would be 5 plus 6, 11. Now, in question number 2, they are saying find an expression in terms of n for the number of white tiles in pattern n. So in pattern n, the number of white tiles would be n. Whatever is the pattern number, it would have the same number of white tiles. Sorry, n plus 1. We are talking about white tiles, not purple. And if we talk about the purple tiles, it would be n. Okay, so the total number of tiles would be like for purple tiles and n plus 1 for white tiles. So their sum would be 2n plus 1. Okay, and you can check it as well. Like if we talk about pattern number 1, there are two ones are 2 plus 1 is equals to 3 tiles. You see, in pattern number 2, there would be 2 2s are 4 plus 1, 5 tiles. In pattern number 3, there would be 2 3s are 6 plus 1, 7 tiles. So it means we have got the correct expression. Then they're saying find the total number of tiles in pattern number 32. So if we talk about pattern number 32, it would be P32 or T32, where we have the formula n. Let us write it over here. Pn is equals to 2n plus 1. Okay. So for pattern number 32, it would be 2 into 32 plus 1. What are we going to do? We are simply going to write down the pattern number in place of n to find out the number of tiles in that particular pattern number. So it would be 2 into 32 is equals to 64 plus 1, that is 65. So there would be 65 total tiles in pattern number 32. If you want to check, you can just make your own series or your own sequence like this, and you can check it out as well. Now comes, will there be a pattern with a total of 501 tiles? And they're telling us the number of tiles and they're asking, would there be any pattern with total of 501 tiles? What does it mean? It means they're saying for 2n plus 1, find n. If n would be a whole number, then your answer would be correct. But if it would come in a fraction or a decimal, then it would be wrong. So let us simplify it. It would be 2n is equals to 501 minus 1, which is 500. And then 2n is equals to 500. And after that, we are going to divide 500 with 2. So the final answer would be 250, which means for pattern number 258, that is pattern number 258, the number of tiles would be 501. Okay, it means we have got the correct answer. It means, yes, there would be a pattern with a total of 501 tiles. So students, we have completed till question number 3, inshallah. In the next video, we are going to do a few more questions. Until then, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section or you can text me on my WhatsApp. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. Do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share it with your friends as much as you can. Take care. Allah Hafiz.